Hello folks, this is Cimbolic of the Council of 12 reporting out to you on our show that took place yesterday, February 27th, 2010 on blogtalkradio.com/Council of 12. The topic of the show was how to save your home from a predatory mortgage. There's a lot of predatory lending that takes place, especially when people see a lot of hope and opportunity, and other people there are some people always there to try to take advantage of that and of lack of knowledge. The real estate market in about 2002, 2003 took off. Everybody was buying houses. Mortgage companies, lenders, banks suspended their usual safeguards. In many cases, they failed to properly inform people about what the cost of the mortgage would be going further. Interest rates had been going down for about 30 years. Of course, that's usually a sign that things are going to turn around and things are going to go up, but that wasn't mentioned. So a lot of people bought their homes with mortgages, adjustable rate mortgages, meaning that the amount of the mortgage goes up, the monthly payment goes up over time, depending on how interest rates go up. And we are on the verge of interest rates going up even further. As a result, many people have found themselves having difficulty paying their mortgages and keeping their homes. So foreclosure intervention and prevention becomes critical to sustaining communities. This is primarily what our show is about. It was a remarkable time. Wall Street packaged a lot of exotic mortgage products, sold them on the international mortgage. A lot of investment companies made huge bets on that, using leverage to multiply their possible gains. It ended up multiplying their losses when the real estate market crashed a few years ago, starting in about 2005, 2006. And so as a result, that triggered this entire global economic downturn. Now people are losing jobs, and if they've taken a mortgage out on a house and you lose your job, it becomes quite difficult. So there are programs now in place to help people stay in their homes. One of the primary tools for this, one of the groups that's very involved in this, is NACA, the Neighborhood Association Corporation of America. They have a website, link in the description box. They offer a lot of services to homeowners and to help people get homes and to help people qualify for mortgages. But they also have a home save program, the intent of which is to be able to keep people in the home. To help restructure the mortgage, not to take out a new loan, not to refinance to a new mortgage, but to restructure the existing mortgage, to bring the interest payments down or to bring down the principal amount owed, to negotiate those things. They will advocate on the homeowner's behalf with the lending company, the loan servicing company, and often if those people prove to be uncooperative, they will actually appeal to the actual investors. There is an economic incentive for the investor in a loan, the bank or what have you, to restructure the mortgage for a lesser amount that the homeowner can't afford, because it is extremely expensive to the bank for a home to be foreclosed on. So why not take advantage of this motivation? And NACA is one of the primary tools. Now, as a guest, we had Elder William Hill from the Community Impact Center of the Higher Living Christian Church in Georgia. The Higher Impact Center is very involved with community activities and in giving community members the tools and education necessary for all types of financial planning, from preparing to buy a house to repairing credit to even just getting a checking account, to investment for retirement. And they're very involved in building a strong community, and home ownership is really a pillar of a strong community. So they're very involved, and they do host workshops by NACA, the company I've just mentioned. They had two workshops last weekend, and their attendance was about 1,700 people. What happens if you go into the NACA program? The first step is you go to a workshop and you learn all the basic concepts you need to know and the tools and the steps you need to take. You then, with their assistance, draw up an affordability budget that shows what you are able to afford to pay. You get all the documents together. NACA makes a submission to the mortgage lender on your behalf and advocates for you. Key to this is that homeownership is the American dream, and really anybody who can afford this American dream really should have the opportunity to actually pursue this. Everybody should have the opportunity to pursue it, period. So, workshop, preparation of documents, meeting with a counselor, submission of the affordability budget and information to the mortgage lender, and then NACA advocating and walking with you and advocating on your behalf to get an affordable mortgage, affordable interest rate, affordable principal. That's the key there. Now there are other tools that may be appropriate. You know, NACA is for your primary residence. It's not for additional investment properties. They won't really be able to help you with that. But there are other tools and other loans for those. Some of the tools, FHA loans, VA loans, HUD loans, HUD properties, NACA on their website, link in the description box, can hook you up with these organizations or has information about how to get to them. Listen to the show, folks. Just click the top link in the description box. Listen to our February 27th, 2010 show. I highly recommend it. A lot of good information. Callers called in with a lot of good information as well. The guest gave a lot of information. We asked the guest for advice. The guest says, don't panic if you're facing foreclosure. Don't make quick decisions. You just need information, you need tools, and you need some assistance. Everybody needs that from time to time, huh? And if NACA is appropriate for you, definitely use it. It's never too late. You can take advantage of this NACA program if you're unemployed. You can take advantage of it if you're in bankruptcy. You can take advantage of it if your home is currently slated for sale or for auction. Because the two ideas are intervention, foreclosure intervention, and prevention. And that's really the story. We heard some remarkable stories and got some feedback from callers. That really pretty much sums it up, folks. Invest in homes, invest in your community. Do so with knowledge. Decide, learn what you can afford. Calculate it. Do a budget to learn what you can afford. One of the pieces of advice that the elder gave was, we all have the vision of our dreams, but every dream must be financed. Finances must be applied to every dream. So it is okay to move into a home that is affordable while you wait for your level to increase to the point where you can then afford the home of your dreams. So go for the home that's affordable. Wait till you can finance the home of your dreams. Take advantage of these tools. Call NACA if you're in Georgia. Call up the Community Impact Center, link in the description box. Ask for their advice. Attend a NACA workshop and see if it's right for you. It probably will be. If you're dealing with your primary residence, it sounds like it almost always will be. So that's the story. Join us next week on the Council of 12 show, Saturdays, 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have another topic for you. This was our 19th show, and the breadth of what we've covered is really quite remarkable. I'm real pleased with it. We've been able to get a lot of information out, information like this, which will really be, I think, a lifeline for people and will help sustain, strengthen community and produce sustainable community, which is really what we need. Sustainable housing, sustainable community, sustainable life. That's the story. I'll see you next Saturday. Thank you very much for watching and for listening. Take care.